We make the strings
louder.
Wildchild Gaming with
A&WRootBeer LEMUR.
and today, well, last time I read a creepypasta. This time we're reading a Twilight fanfiction with a partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Well, it's there's no description. It has 8,000 comments, so this should be good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we both take turns reading, okay?
Okay.
So here we go again. I went to the Joshua who gave me this hilarious idea and is letting me run with it. I hope you get a good laugh of it. There are 2 chapters of Carlisle's point of view. Something new for me. To be in mind of Carlisle, he may be read as much more. He may read as much more sarcastic than usual. Sorry if you're a Twilight purist. That's just how my mind works. Smiley face. It's funnier that way. So I take artistic license with it. Bella is still human, and she and Edward are not married, but they have graduated from high school. Tensions have been running high in the house, so they are all on edge and short with each other, so they are slightly OOC. Just warn you, review when you're done. I own nothing. Boo-hoo, Stephanie Meyer owns the crazy Colin family. I just mess with their minds. Smiley face. Title is, or the chapter, I think this chapter is Quit Your Bickering. Carlisle's POV. LEMUR, you are reading.
I know. It had been a long day at the hospital. I had not seen the sun all day long. And it had yet to rise when I left in the morning. And had already said as I slowly walked out of the hospital. Darkness all around me. I saw lights of my home dancing in the distance. The car glided into the garage, and I hurried into the house, anxious to see my wife. There's nothing I like more than the end of a long day to spend some quiet time with her. Images of her smiling face filled my head. After the door opened, I didn't get another word out before I was totally attacked by my living family. Carlisle, look what the boys did to my wall again.
Where are you?
Ursula
Okay.
was pointing at a huge Emmett-shaped dent in the wall. She had just gone repaving the kitchen from the flying fry pan accident.
Incident, man.
The night before. Emmett, the most inconsiderate person I had ever met, agreed muffled.
Huffed, man. You got it?
Emmett doubted another color about Bella. Jasper keeps messing with my emotions. It's not my fault, Emmett whined. Of course Jasper got bored and nearly beat Emmett into saying something stupid, and Edward overreacted as always. But Edward, just because you can't control your temper doesn't mean it's Jasper's fault. Take some personal responsibility, Alice. Protecting her husband, even though she was not in fact to blame. If your husband would stop getting in my trouble, I would appreciate it, Alice. And if your little girlfriend please get some thicker skin. Rosalie hissed as she pointed her finger in Bella. You still, if you statistics that Bella was part of the family of the course. She was the only one allowed to constantly manipulate Emmett's facial emotion state.
Speak louder.
Hi, Carsley. How was your day? Bella asked cheaply from one couch. Why is the human so sensible one? You think that for our years of experience we should be the least begin master of more important relationships in our lives? Blah. My day was terrible, thanks for asking me. As for the rest of you, I want to have a family meeting right now. You join us, please? I smiled my head, but staring at a glare to push to them. It is all silence. We walked over to the dining room table. Everyone was seated. I took my spot at the head of the table. Normally I would sit, but irritated, so I began pacing behind the chairs. I tried to figure out what should we do to fix the situation. They all waited patiently and gave a moment of my thoughts. This type of welcome I had become increasingly routine. I will walk through the door and see the boys wrestling around on the floor with the weight of damage to the Emmett's house all around them. The girls would be bickering about one thing or another. Things like this happened when people lived for decades. That was over at the same time ridiculous.
Somewhat normal, man. Keep going.
But the fact they continued to fight over the same ridiculous thing while I starting wear on my patience. It had to stop, and I had made my decision about sharing. We proceeded. They were hated. I wasn't sure it would work. But there were some issues that needed to be addressed by this families, and I thought that as the safest way to proceed, they would be forced to be on their best behavior, and who knows.
Where are you?
It just might work, or at least annoying into better behavior.
Behaving better.
Yeah, my head away. We'll find out when they do. You will not like my decision, but you and Bella will go along without complaint. Edward nodded apologetically, knowing he had been caught. That boy just hated to wait like the rest of them. Then Alice groaned. She obviously saw my decision that it was made enough from you, Alice. I responded to her. With raised eyebrows, she clenched her jaw and quiet down.
Wait. So reading so far. How was it? Wait.
I don't see how this.
I think I just muted the mic.
I don't see how this is a fan fiction. It sounds like a chapter of the book.
Well, it's Twilight, man. What do you expect?
Something that's not long and boring is a fan
Ready?
fiction.
What?
That's not long and boring. This is just like the Twilight books.
Okay. Ready. Alright. So, thank you all coming for this meeting. I wanted to talk to you about something of the thing. What? I wanted to talk to you all about some of the things that have been going on around here lately. I started calmly. I said Edward rolled his eyes. I saw Edward roll his eyes. Emmett pointed at Jasper, and Rosalie shot a nasty look at Bella's way. Perfect start, my open-minded vampire family. Over the last few weeks, I have noticed the arguing around here has really increased. The fights are happening daily, and the verbal attacks on each other and to our guests. I gave Bella a nod and turned more vicious than ever. I am not blaming anyone in particular. Emmett coughed Jasper's name, causing Alice to smack him. I crossed my arms and waited for their attention. When they realized I was watching, they looked solemnly down at the table. This is just one of those things that can happen to our kind when you spend every minute of the day together for several decades. I don't want anyone to leave or go live in their own for a while. Don't feel that it is the best thing to do in a situation. I have another suggestion that I would like the family to try it. And when I say family, I'm including you, Bella. Her eyes got wide and a nervous smile played on your face. Of course, Rosalie rolled her eyes at me, calling Bella family but she was a much part of this family as even any of us, even if she was human. Here's what things would get sticky. I took a deep breath and said, as head of this house, I am making an executive decision. We are all going to family therapy. Dun dun! Dude. Noise, bruh! Edward slammed his hand down at the table and started talking so fast under his breath. I simply ignored him. Rosalie, don't do anything, dude. Now I forgot where I was. Thank you, LEMUR.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. I swear to God. I simply ignored him. Rosalie continued filing her nails. I completely ignoring me. Emmett scoffed at the suggestion while I could feel Jasper's confusion from across the table. Alice still had her jaw set and refused to look at me. My eyes immediately went to Esme. She would be the voice of reason. She would see why this was necessary. Do you think that this is a good idea, Carlisle? She asked tentatively, or whatever, looking around the room at the children's reactions. And are there really vampire family therapists? Well, no, but a new human family therapist had just joined us, at the hospital. I think he may be able to help us. I had lunch with him a few times, and I heard he is very good. I think you would all like Dr. Dover. Dude, what if his first name was Ben? It would be Ben Dover. I think that was, well, since I guess that was her intention, I don't know. He's young and he has a lot of fresh ideas. He may be able to help us. Bella looked over at Edward, who assumably is uber stressed, follows with his fingers painting the bridge.
What are you saying?
I don't know. Of his nose. My eyes get watery every time I try to do an accent for some reason. Before she spoke, I'll go to Carlisle if you think it will help everyone. Her voice was so timid, but I knew she was a stubborn girl and made a decision. And when she made a decision, she was stuck with it, which meant Edward was now in, whether he liked it or not. He'd never let Bella do this alone. I smiled. Looks like you'll be joining us, son. I am so happy. Avian, stop.
That one.
Stop doing that.
Doing what?
Just keep your finger on the mouse. Just keep your hand off the mouse, okay? God damn it. Okay. We're at. Edward glanced at me and then quickly went to work on Bella since he realized they were a package deal. Bella, you do not have to go to therapy with my family. Just because they all have mental issues doesn't mean you have to endure this kind of punishment. This is coming from my suicidal brother, Edward. If anyone need to be there, it is you. We all have put up with your self-hatred, your anger issues, and now your new stalkerish tendencies for over half a century. Rosalie spat at him. Edward rose to his feet, but Bella clutched his arm. He glanced down at her, and she simply said, "Please sit down. Please. Sit down, Edward." And
No.
he listened. What'd you say to me, Edward?
No, I'm a fucking vampire. You can't tell what to do.
Oh yeah, I will tell you what to do.
You sound like you've been drinking holy water.
What?
What I thought.
You're not gonna bite me.
You did be the next movie anyway.
Oh yeah? Why don't you bite me right now?
I'm not hungry.
Oh god. Avian, let's continue with the story. She really was the best thing that ever happened to him. Rosalie is right. We have to go to therapy. Why do we have to go to therapy if Edward's the one who with all the issues? Make him go. And when he's normal, everything will be better. Emmett bellowed. I held out my hands to make them stop. Listen, if you want me to go around the room and tell you why I think you need therapy. Fine, Edward. ... Well, you know why. Rosalie just told you. Edward growled in Rosalie's direction. Bella placed a supportive hand on his shoulder. Jasper, with power comes responsibility. Feeling our emotions is something you may not be able to control, but manipulating for your own enjoyment is quite another, and you do it all the time now. Like it's some sort of sick compulsion, not to mention the fact that your lack of control almost ended Bella's life. Maybe you should focus a little more on your own emotional state instead of everyone else's. Alright, LEMUR?
This story's getting interesting.
It's your turn to read, dude.
Alice, you always manipulate and know you think that aren't your business. Bella and Edward, speak to your chest. Your future. Let people make their own mistakes and quit trying to control the power of the universe. People make mistakes. That's how they learn. You need to admit that you stop at the thing you control has gotten of your control. You are masking your problems instead of learning to deal with them. And why on earth do you care so much about what Bella chose close like? That's a statement. She's a real person, Alice. You have to let her be who she is, not your personal Barbie doll. I'm a Barbie doll, and who I feel her. I'm plastic. I'm made of plastic. You can brush my hair. My skin's pale. I'm a vampire.
Brush my pubic hair. Undress me everywhere.
I'm a crack addict. That's so fantastic. Okay, back to the story. Alice, she looked down at the floor.
Why were you laughing throughout the paragraph?
Why not? Rosalia, for some reason, you have an issue with Bella. And though you make no secret about it, the big secret is, why is that? Are you jealous? Do you need to talk about it? And at length, will every other member of the family, and you refuse to budge, Bella is going to be part of this family, and you need to open up that idea. Do it loves her, but you see, accept it. Feeling it short rays of death. Her eyes stared at me. Emmett, you need to be more.
God damn it, I'm getting a call from my father. Oh. Don't pause it, man. Hello? Yeah? Why? Okay. Hey, dude?
Yeah.
Alright, keep reading. Alright, do you know where you're at?
No. Oh, yes, Emmett. Go ahead. I'll be your entertainer. Emmett, you need to be more considerate of everyone. Everyone likes someone who constantly makes them uncomfortable. It has become a game for you to embarrass Edward and Bella on a daily basis. You know it necessary to be the funny guy. What insecurities are you hiding behind the laughing? Emmett hit it. Damn, she's really getting to the core. Very deep. Imps and I have tried everything we can. Now I feel official. I am not expecting any you enjoying this, but I'm expecting you to respect my opinion and participate. Are we clear? I asked. As everybody surveyed the room, as I surveyed the room, I saw as and not supportively. Alice and Jasper exchanged a look, gave a small smile, and rolled his eyes, but Bella had already agreed to go as he walked, and like it not, Rosalie muttered, "Fine," under her breath, and Emmett gave up. He neat thumbs up. They all had agreed to voting me. Thank you for agreeing. Now I have to do some ground rules for their decisions. That would like you all to abide by the Dr. Human, so obviously keep our secret, but please be honest with him as possible. That's the only way he can help it. I'm at the word. And continue to use the bathroom.
Huh?
Continue from right and right here.
Why?
Use the bathroom.
Where? And? I don't see it.
Yeah, this is the paragraph, almost the paragraph, last to the bottom. Last whole paragraph, this was the bottom.
No, really, wait. Where is he? And I'm guessing, and it would make life a bit easier for Esme. And if we kept the fact that Alice and Jasper and you and Rosalie are married to ourselves, I said as I eyed Emmett. What you don't want, Dr. Dover, knowing you let your kids shack up under your roof, Dad? Emmett jabbed, playful with the big grin on his face. Yes, Emmett, I would prefer, let's say between us, if possible. Knowing Emmett and Edward's tempers, I assumed one of them would let it slip, and if I had to guess, I would guess Emmett would be the one. So spill the beans, so to speak. Hold on. What? Hold on. Hello? I will make some phone calls and see how soon I can get us in to see the doctor. Hold on. What?
And we're back. FanFiction.
Wait, hold on. Do that again.
I can smell the ethels. They're all rot. It smells actually pretty good. I just took for dinner.
Stop. Do your voice crack one more time?
Let's go. Continue this toy before your battery runs out. It's 6%. Right.
It's getting. Edward is getting late. Bella needs to get home. He gave me a nod and took Bella by the hand. Good night, Carlissa. Bella said as she came over and gave me a goodbye hug. Goodbye, Bella. Thank you for listening and for your help with Edward. I laughed. There was no point in whispering. Edward can hear me anyway. This should be interesting. Ha! ... She giggled. Hee hee. You have no idea. I couldn't help but laugh myself. Did I really just suggest 7 vampires and 1 human to go to family therapy? This was going to be a wild ride. Chapter 1. Just for you. What do you think?
Please reveal and say hi. Smiley face. This is chapter 1. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast.
A shitty vampire fanfiction named Twilight.
Fanfiction was supposed to be funny. All my rooms were dreaming. I don't even know what to say.
Do you think it was funny?
No.
Yeah. Shitty. Alright.
Except for the part where Alice smacked Emmett.
Yeah. Well, that does it, and I'm Wildchild Gaming.
And I'm A&WRootBeer LEMUR. The link will be in the description. It's on his channel, you know.
And shut up, Avian.
You